So it's been a year since I bought this Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag. I still get a lot of questions about this bag in my original video, so I figured it was time to film an update. I also want to give you the real deal about this bag because although I love the bag, every bag has advantages and disadvantages. Let's get started. So the number one question I get asked is, would I buy this bag again? And the answer is absolutely. So the color of this bag is called Kiwi. There was a similar color called Seagrass, which is what I would consider a little bit more muted than this color. This one is definitely more bright neon. So the Kiwi color chain cassette bag wasn't my first choice. My first choice was actually a chalk color. So I initially saw the chalk color bag around Thanksgiving of 2020. I was in Arizona visiting family and I saw it at the Bottega Veneta boutique in Scottsdale, Arizona, fell in love. I added it to my luxury wish list, all the things. So in March of 2021, Guild had a sale on a lot of seasonal Bottega Veneta bags, and this color was one of the bags included. So this bag is considered more of a seasonal color, while I think the chalk is more of a classic color that you see every season. When I initially got this bag, I wasn't sure if this was the right color for me. I still kind of wanted the chalk. For the longest time, I considered getting the chalk bag because it's more of a classic color and having this one more as a statement bag. I no longer want the chalk color, and I really don't need this bag in a different color. Although I love the chain cassette bag and I think it's a great style, it's not one of those bags that I think you need multiple of. But I find this Kiwi color a really good neutral for myself, and it's also a statement bag, which I love. So yes, I would buy this bag again, but no, I would not pay the current price of this bag. So I bought this bag for $32.50 on Guild in March of 2021. When I first started liking this bag, I believe it was retailing for around $36.60. A little bit after I bought this bag, the price had went up to $3,800. And I think last time I checked in 2021, it was up to $4,000. Now let me be truthful. When I saw the bag was $4,000, I was like, absolutely not. I'm not paying $4,000. I did think the bag was still a good buy at $4,000, but I personally was not gonna pay $4,000 for this bag. I love Bottega. I think the quality is superb. $4,000, can't do it, just can't do it. So last year it went up to $4,000. I swear I also saw it at $4,400. Ooh. Once the price hit $4,000, I knew I was never gonna buy the chalk one, so I'm at purse piece with buying any other color of this bag. So for this video, I checked the price today and I expected it to be like $4,600. It is now $5,000 USD. That's ridiculous. So I'm not gonna pay $5,000 for this bag. Let me know in the comments, what's the most you would pay for this Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag? The Kiwi color is not available. They do have the chalk, they have the parakeet, they have the black, they have all the classic colors and some new seasonal colors. If you love this bag and you see it for like $3,000 to $4,000, I think that's a good price. $5,000, spending $5,000 on this bag would only make sense if you would use this bag every day. And I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, the Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag is not an everyday bag. She is that girl. She won't stun on your life. Whenever I take her out, people are always like, oh, they're complimenting me on the bag. The color is gorgeous. It always makes all my outfits pop. This bag is too much of a statement to wear every day. If I wore this bag every day, I think people would get tired of it. I wouldn't get tired of it, but I feel like everybody would get tired of me wearing it. Even if she was black, I still think people would get tired of it because this chain right here is an attention whore. Although I personally don't think that the Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag is a good everyday bag, I do think it's a bag worth having in your collection. Once you've gotten like a basic black everyday bag, statement bags like this are really good to add to your collection. The thing I love about this bag is that I've never seen anybody wearing this bag. One thing about me, I do like unique bags. Of course, I like the black Chanel Caviar with gold hardware, but everybody has one. Not everybody has this bag. I also love the fact that there's very little branding on it. The people that know this is a Bottega Veneta bag know. Everybody else thinks it's a very beautiful, brightly colored bag with a very loud rattling chain. This bag is what I would consider a statement bag, and I don't think Bottega made a lot of this color. And I took this bag to the Bottega Veneta boutique in Scottsdale. The essays there were very, very curious to see it because although they had seen the Kiwi color in Suede, the boutiques hadn't purchased the Kiwi color in this smooth leather. This was a seasonal color that had been available on the website in the smooth leather for only a limited time. I never saw this bag in real life until I purchased it. After I purchased this leather one, I did see the Kiwi color in a Suede in the store, but it just didn't hit the same. Even the Bottega Veneta essays told me that this one was just gonna wear so much better than the Suede version. So as I said, she is not an everyday bag. Unfortunately, I don't carry her as often as I would like. So there were a lot of things I talked about in my initial review of this bag that I thought were gonna be issues. One of the first things that I worried about was the capacity of the bag. This bag is very, very small inside. In February of this year, I was complaining to a friend about the capacity of the Chanel Classic double flaps, especially in the small, medium size. And I must say, this bag is just as bad. I'm an overpacker. It doesn't matter if it's a bag or a suitcase. I'm trying to fill everything up to capacity. I'm working on it. I just realized that this bag is very limited in capacity. If you're one of the people that all you carry is like your phone, a few keys, your credit cards, some hand sanitizer or lotion, you're good. But if you are an overpacker like myself, you're gonna have to compress your bag contents. For me, it's a little bit hard to go from having everything in my maxi to this, but usually when I'm wearing this bag, I know that I'm going to have to cut things down. The first few times that I use this bag, it was a little bit of an adjustment, but now I got it. Another concern I had about this bag is the open and close. Opening and closing this bag when I'm standing still is not a problem, but when I'm on the move and I need to like get my ID out of here or something else, it's not fun. Usually when I have this bag, it's open like this. Because of that, I tend to leave this bag open. From the other reviews I've seen, a lot of people do the same thing. If I'm walking somewhere where I feel like somebody's gonna pickpocket me, like in a crowd on Michigan Avenue, I might close it. Usually I just put my hand over it and it is okay. Getting in and out of this bag is not the easiest thing at all either. This bag is what I would say perfect for carrying things around. If I'm going somewhere and I know I'm gonna have to be in and out of my bag, I would not carry this bag. It's not that girl. Most Chanel bags have an easy access back pocket. The Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag does not. Another thing about this bag is it's heavy. Not heavy to a point where you're gonna be like your arm is hurting. If you are used to really lightweight bags that feel like nothing, this is not the bag for you. I don't mind it so much. I will say when I bought this bag, I didn't envision it carrying as much as a crossbody as much as I do now. I thought I was gonna be carrying it more like a shoulder bag. 90% of the time, I'm wearing this bag in either a crossbody fashion or I'm carrying both of the straps. I was actually surprised at how much I like carrying both of the straps in my hand. It's totally a vibe. So one question I had in my mind, but I didn't really talk about in my last video, was how durable this bag could be. This was actually my second Bottega Veneta bag. I knew the Bottega leather was very high quality. I have a camel colored pouch bag. It's gorgeous. It looks almost brand new. This bag is in great condition. I knew the leather quality was gonna be superb. I really wasn't sure about the longevity. This bag is pretty much as puffy as it was the day I got it. And let me just be truthful, I am not super delicate with my bags. I try to store this bag so it's never laying on its chain, but there have been at least 10 times when I went to go get this bag to wear. I found the bag had a dent because it was laying on its chain. I know. So every dent I've accidentally caused on this bag has basically puffed back out. But talk to me in 10 years because it might not be the case. But it's been more durable than I expected. I packed this bag in my carry-on bag when I went to Arizona last month. I thought I packed this bag very, very carefully in my carry-on luggage, but yeah, when I took it out of my luggage, this bag, poor bag, was squished. I was sure that this was the one time where the bag was not going to recover. It did recover. I don't know what happened to the bag. I wrapped it in clothes, but I guess I put too many clothes in there and it was super tight. Anyways, the bag still looks good. I've gotten makeup on it occasionally. It's been pretty easy to wipe off. Luckily, I've been very lucky where I've never had an oil stain on it. The only major creasing is like right here at the fold where it bends to open and close. But that's really to be expected, right? And I'm not sure, it might have always been there. I'm gonna have to look at old videos to see because I don't know. So I've had a couple people ask me, how do I think the chain is gonna age? And the chain looks really good. I did a really thorough inspection of the chain prior to this video. I wanted to make sure that none of this gold had either tarnished or flaked off, and I haven't seen anything. These links are not completely hollow. I feel like they're like they're either semi-hollow or the chain is encasing something that is solid on the inside. So I get a lot of questions on how heavy the chain is, and I will say the chain is substantial. So I have seen a couple of dupes in real life, and the dupe chains are just really, I would say, lightweight. This is not that girl. When I was a kid, I used to love wrestling, and there was this black wrestler. His name was the Junkyard Dog, and he had a chain like this on his neck. I'm probably aging myself. Whenever I wear this chain, I think of him. I know. And let me just say, for $3,000 US or more, if this chain had tarnished in a year, I would have had some very negative things to say about Bottega. The final concern I had when I bought this bag was, how was I gonna be able to style this? I purchased this Kiwi color bag without seeing the color in real life. When I got it home initially, I was a little bit put off because I think I thought it was gonna be brighter. I remember complaining to my friend, like, it's not as bright as I want it to be. And my friend was like, oh, it looks bright. In terms of styling, I think most people are gonna pair this bag with very neutral clothing. I know when I bought this bag, I initially thought I was gonna just do black, white, or cream, but then I realized this color pairs so well with other bright colors. It's actually crazy how well it pairs with other bright colors. It's almost like it's a neutral. I also thought it was gonna be a bag that I would wear with very casual items. In my initial video, I wore a lot with sweatsuits, which I still love, but I do love wearing this outfit with more dressy items, similar to the two-piece set that I have on now, or even dresses. This bag is a total vibe. I feel like there's so many different ways that you can style it. I don't feel like I'm limited by the color. When I look at my initial video, I was a little bit timid even for myself. I kept it very, very casual. Your girl is now very, very dressy with it. I think the key to styling a bright bag like this is when you're shopping to always keep an eye out for things that could go with it. The moment I saw the outfit I currently had on, I knew it was gonna go with my bag. I didn't have the bag with me, but I was like, I'm gonna take this home and see if it matches, and it did. 95% of the time when I buy something that I think is gonna look good with this bag, bag. Once I take it home, the colors are the same and it goes perfectly. If you get a bag this color, you would have to just experiment in terms of finding colors that match or are really close, but it's not something that you should be afraid of. I was a little bit afraid, but the moment I got this bag home, I was like, oh, I was made for this bag. Before I bought this bag, I didn't realize how much I loved this color, especially as an accent color. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this color? Now that summer has come around, I've been wearing it a lot with this shoe. So I wore this two-piece set to my nephew's graduation. This shoe is essentially a nude on me, so I tend to wear it a lot in the summer. I feel like it pairs really well with this bag because it doesn't compete. As I said, I've worn it with this two-piece set that I have on right now. This is one of those boxer two-piece sets that are really, really trendy right now. Another outfit that I've loved to pair this with is I have a kiwi color dress that I match with the bag, and this shoe just gives me a nude. My outfit is very monochromatic and my shoes are just nude. I do also still wear this with sweats. In my previous styling video, I wore this bag with these shoes and a very neutral sweatsuit. I still wear that combination occasionally, but lately when I wear this bag, I go all out with the color. Since I purchased this bag, I've purchased a bunch of sweatsuits with that color. I just love mixing and matching all of the color combinations. Let me know which is your favorite way that I styled it. So that was my updated review on the Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag in the color Kiwi. I feel like I've answered every question I can think of. Let me know in the comments if there are any questions that I didn't answer. I personally think that the Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag is a great investment. And if you'd like to know what other Bottega Veneta bags I think are a good investment, I'm gonna link that video here. All right, see you next time. Bye.